Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's J for Days here, and we are back with Starfield. In the last few episodes, we were on at the Nishina Research Facility, and we were having some.
Hey,
We were
concentration.
There's some interesting stuff going on. We're a bit of shifting between two universes, but at the end of the day, we managed to save both the science staff and Raphael, so that's something. But for this episode, this is gonna be a little bit of a somber one. We're having a funeral for Barrett.
Okay, no bounty.
So that's pretty much all we're gonna be doing today. Just gonna be a short break in between us getting the last two pieces in the prior episodes. So that's odd. But yeah, no, I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, so we're gonna have a little bit of intermission. But yeah, so we're gonna have a little bit of intermission before we head and meet the Starborn and collect the last piece to the Unity, which will be good because we did kind of just have a giant fight to get to get those last two pieces, or one of the last pieces. So that very last piece wasn't even a fight to obtain it. So let's head to the lodge and let's go say our final goodbyes to Barrett.
Constellation is no stranger to loss. Our own founder left on an expedition and never returned. It is easy to talk about the glory and excitement of breaching into the unknown,
Real quick.
lighting the darkness. But it is harder to stare into the face of the cost. That all of our progress is built on top of the lives of those who dared. And that we owe them the courage to continue our work in their memory.
Thank you, Sarah. If anyone else would like to say a few words.
It's my turn. Let me actually just real quick, before I say my words. Ah, yeah, that's what it was. It was poisoned. Alright. Hello, everyone. I let Barrett down. I let Constellation down. I'm sorry. He was more than just an eccentric astrophysicist. He was the best among us. And I'll do everything I can to honor his memory.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
I thought maybe I would come up with something to say, but I've got nothing. So instead, I thought I would quote something that gave me comfort a long time ago. Is God real? The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered. What is goodness but a comparison to the
Let me
good?
turn my flashlight off.
What is existence but a participation in being? For where the diversity of the universe inspires awe and wonder, it exists only in contrast to a simplicity so pure that it may only be understood as primordial and even divine. Our essence is what was imagined by its mind. But what we consider imagining and what we consider mind are in fact so far beyond our understanding that even these metaphors are like the tiny whitecaps on a massive surging sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most. Thank you.
That was really thoughtful, Mateo. Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
I don't often speak about what I believe. It seems so redundant without belief. But death is one of those occasions where it's hard not to look at one. Our friend is gone. There's no afterlife, no second meetings, no God in heaven that is curating a perfect ending. So it's up to us. We are what lives on. If pain and loss inspires us to greater action, then that is the good that comes. Humanity is what truly creates our world. We are the ones that judge things to be good or evil, joyful or mournful. Let us take responsibility for it. Let us remember what we have lost.
Walter, are you part of the House of Enlightenment? I never knew that.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private. However, I know Barrett would have appreciated the sentiment.
Where's she gone? Oh, leave when ready. Oh, Barrett. Hey, Barrett. It's me. I miss you. I wish this hadn't happened. See you out there in the stars. Oh, Barrett.
I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paperwork done. It's not much.
It's fine, Noelle. Thank you.
Good. Good. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying. Could you excuse me?
Of course. Who are you, Aja?
I don't believe we've met. Ajay Mamasa, former chair of Constellation. I wish the circumstances of my visit were better.
Thank you for coming.
Unfortunately, This isn't the first Constellation funeral I've been to. After 35 years, you say goodbye to a lot of friends. I hope you don't mind me saying, but I feel numb just thinking about it. I was the one who invited Barrett to join. Oh, he was so brilliant. Even if the rest of us couldn't always keep up.
You were the chair before Sarah?
Oh, yes. I was Sebastian Banks' protege. If that gives you any idea of how long I was part of our little club.
What was Barrett like back then?
Exactly the same as when you met him, I bet. All smiles. Saying just the wrong thing at just the right time. You don't mentor someone like Barrett as much as you let him go and try to contain the damage later, eh?
Were you and Barrett close?
Ah, yes. I officiated his wedding. Ah, young Irvin. I told him he was signing up for a lot with Barrett, but he didn't care. I bet relationships in Constellation are still messy, aren't they? We're more of a family than an organization. All the former lines bleed together. It makes the losses sting harder. But I hope it means the time you had together was all the more important. That's how I like to think of it, anyway.
Wait, Barrett was married?
He never mentioned that. I suppose he didn't want to talk about it after what happened. The colony war took so much from us all.
You knew Sebastian Banks?
Knew him, argued with him, tried to carry on his memory when he vanished. Sebastian will be back tomorrow, we always used to say. It reminded us that he was still here, in the bones of this old building.
Interesting. So that's who Aja is. I was honestly surprised to see someone who's not currently with Constellation. I want to talk to everyone else though. Let's talk to Cora.
Hi.
Hey.
So many people here. So many people saying goodbye.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Is this supposed to make everything okay? Make everyone feel better?
We've lost someone. Only natural to come together.
It's just... it doesn't change anything, does it?
You're not alone, Cora. We're here for you.
I just feel like I want to be a million light years away from everyone. I want to be alone for a while, okay?
Okay, Cora.
Is it quieter in the lodge, or is it just me?
It's quieter. Yeah.
Death is a bastard. Comes for us all. You know, there's an old Aquila story about two pioneers who got lost trying to find a new frontier to settle. One of them takes ill. Clear he's not gonna make it, he turns to his partner and says, "Don't bury me. Let the ground take what it's due. I'd rather be a ghost chasing after you than walk through the pearly gates knowing an eternity of loneliness until you get there." Sad story, huh?
Yeah. Sad story, Sam.
You look after yourself.
You too. Hey, Vlad.
I could, really better
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea?
Pour one out for me, Vlad. Or actually, I'll take both my drink and the blackest seas. Thank you.
Two old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of space, to the great beyond.
to the future and the end.
Aye.
I need a drink. Oh, let's drink that. To bury it. Woo. Hey, Andrea.
Everyone is in mourning. I understand, but I cannot quite share in their emotion.
A lot of us are in shock. It's normal.
I have seen death. I have lost people I considered close. But this is... It is not the same. I cannot explain why. I am not sure I am making sense.
You're making perfect sense, Andrea. There's no right way to feel.
Thank you.
Hey, Vasco.
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad vacation. That assumption appears to be correct.
That's right, Vasco.
I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my programming.
Sure. Console way.
It will take some time to adapt, but it will be okay. How was that?
I've never wanted to cry more than this moment.
I will note that feedback for later.
Bye, Vasco.
It almost feels wrong to be grieving. Selfish. No amount of tears will bring the dead back.
It's okay to grieve, Mateo.
It's just easier to feel guilty, if you'll excuse me.
Oh.
Chat for a bit? Normally, I hate talking to people at funerals, but, well,
Yeah. Let's chat.
you don't believe in the afterlife, do you? I mean, this might be the worst time to bring it up, but...
I don't know. Guess I'll find out when I'm there.
Yes. Won't we all? Well, I've taken up enough of your time.
Let's talk to Sarah.
Hey, how are you holding up?
To be honest, I feel terrible.
Take some time for yourself, okay? Plenty of rooms to sit down in if you need to be alone for a while. We'll get through this. It might feel like everything's falling apart, but that's why we need to stick together.
You don't need to be strong for everyone, Sarah. You can grieve too.
We all have to get through this our own way. Don't worry about me. Really, I'll be fine.
Hope so.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. A loss is always hard. Constellation will get through this together, like always.
Alright. Well, it was a beautiful service we had. Got to hear from everyone. It's time to go. We have one last mission.